to do a quick video here before I head out for the next trip. I wanted to show a couple things I've got recently, and something might be able to help you guys out for budget. Obviously, you've seen the generator in earlier videos, so that's no surprise. But the first thing is, last trip I made, I got the truck stuck, and if I'd have had a snatch block, I probably would have been able to get out of that using the trailer winch. So I found this online. It's from a company out of California called Wolf Storm, and it says 15 tons, but the link for it actually says that it is for 70,000 pound brake strength, I believe. I'm not going to get anywhere near that. It's not an actual bearing, it is just a dowel, basically. It comes all the way through a rod, pin, whatever you want to call it. But it's kind of cool. It's got a real grease fitting on it, and a little bit more play than I would probably like. But I might just take this clip out and put a washer here to kind of hold things together better. Either way, generally snatch blocks of that capacity are running in the hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This one here was $55, I believe, might be even less than that, between $50 and $55. So, and it's nice and small, obviously, basically can fit in a hand, so it won't take up a ton of space. It's going to be a nice addition to keep on the truck. It's one of those things where if it helps me out twice and I have to replace it because of something stupid, well, it's worth it. When tow bills are, I was lucky last time was $600, but the first quotes I got were between $1,700 and $2,500 for 15 minutes of work. Great addition to the toolbox. Secondly, my winch is from Vevor, and when I bought it, they did not have anything like this, the rope. And so the winch is supposedly 18,000 pounds, and it's cable. It got pinched and sheared off. Now, it is still long enough that it will reach the end of the trailer, but not long enough to go any past the trailer. Like, it won't even go to the end of the ramps. So I have to put a chain around it. For now, I'm going to leave it, but I decided I was going to try to find a rope for it. When you're dealing with things that don't want to move, I just don't trust it. It's just one of those deals. So, found this, sure enough, on Vevor, and none of this is promoted, or none of it's a paid advertisement by any means, but here we go. Diameter 1/2 inch, length 92 feet. I think the one I had was 76 feet, so it got 20 feet past the trailer, which was plenty, but 92 feet, that's impressive. And safe load capacity 10.6, and ultimate load is 32,000, so really a nice cable. But also, with that said, this was also less than $70 right on their website, and so I am going to leave it unhooked for now because I'm not sure that I'm going to need it, and I can use the cable. Just going to keep it in the truck until I need it or have some extra time. Also, just a real heavy hook on it, more so than even the winch that it came with. So, again, yeah, definitely worth the price if you've got a winch. Even if you've got a Harbor Freight winch that you want, to switch the cable to, if you've got an 8,000 pound winch, this thing isn't ever going to break. And then lastly, got these fittings. These were all an Amazon purchase. I bought an air fitting because I moved my fifth wheel back. The fifth wheel was originally up here, moved it back 14 inches, and needed to lengthen this, my air release for it. So, not a big deal. Went to the local store, and it was $2 for an air fitting. Not a big deal. But what happens if I'm unloading something and something stupid happens and I break a line? Well, decided, I need to keep some air fittings in the truck. So, went online, found these. I should probably buy some 5/16. I don't know if this truck even has it, but these are 1/4 inch fittings, and these are 3/8 fittings, and then lastly, these are all 1/2 inch fittings. So super nice. I think I've got $60 into all of these. These are all push to connect and quick release. Nice strong release there. So definitely, I thought worth having in the truck, given what I do and the circumstances I always seem to run into. So again, just some things you guys might be interested in. I've got less than $200 for all this stuff, and if I break that fitting and have to pay for a road call, that's $200 right there. So, and of course with the semis, you're dead in the water. Not everyone obviously has that if you're the hot shot or something, but even these come from the factory with the same style fittings. Occasionally they have the brass, but most of them are plastic now. So trying to save everyone some money. $200 for all this. Again, one service call to drop off a fitting, you're going to have that in it. So they don't take up much space. I'm going to get a little tackle box and put all the fittings in it, and hopefully head out on the road here this evening. See you soon.